Zila here for my cell analogy project, and I chose to do something in Minecraft, implementing quite a bit of redstone and some time. So let's go and start off with the cell wall. The cell wall is represented by this iron wall, you could say, and it is surrounding the redstone contraptions, and it is a 50 by 50 block area. And to get in, you just flick this lever, which activates a 2x6 hipster door. A hipster door means all the redstone is underneath, all concealed, hidden underground. Let's go and close that back up. And if you're wondering, those are double piston extenders down there. Let's go and head over to the nucleus and the nucleolus. This area is where the control center for all of these redstone contraptions are put. We have the mitochondria, the ribosomes, the lemmasome, the ER, and the goggly bodies. And for last, we have the do not press until last, cytoplasm. The reason it is for last because I couldn't find out a way to implement the cytoplasm into my builds without destroying everything. So let's go and start off with the mitochondria. If we flick this lever, which we'll do in a bit, it will send a redstone signal powering this piston, pushing this redstone block up and powering these two repeaters. Let's go and start off going this way first with the repeaters. This will power these three pistons that are underneath these three blocks, allowing these redstone currents to travel through and being able to unpower this redstone torch and unpower this one, and just briefly create a 1 tick pulse powering this redstone clock, which will have the ER work, which we'll talk about right now. So once this ER is on, we have this redstone current using repeaters and solid blocks, which will push this piston, pushing the observer, causing a block update to the observer and sending out a 1 tick redstone pulse. And if you guys are wondering what a 1 tick pulse is, a 1 tick pulse is 1/10 of a second, 1/10 of a real life second. And a 1 tick pulse is represented in Minecraft form as 1 repeater at the quickest. That will create this redstone clock, allowing the ER to transport the nutrients and food up this, which is also represented by a dropper vader, also called or known as a dropper elevator. A dropper elevator transports items 1 level at a time per dropper. And the way I've done this is simply whenever there is a redstone, whenever the comparator detected that there is a item in here, it will power this, powering it again, shooting this one up, and the same system will be on the top. It's just pretty much an infinite loop, and it will these are hoppers, and they will transport the items into this barrel. And I will talk about this. This is the goggly body, and it can be activated flicking the switch, which will cause this redstone tower to invert one another, powering this piston to cause an block update to this observer, causing this flying machine to travel all the way over here, and powering these 3 lamps using the comparator, detecting that there is a item inside this hopper. So the reason I have a powered piston here is because I need a way to stop this flying machine, or else it'll just go on infinitely and leave without me. So let's go ahead and come back here to the nucleus and nuclei and nucleolus, my bad. And we have talked about the ER and the goggly body. Let's go and talk about the limosome. The limosome is a pretty simple system, causing these torches to invert, causing this one to power on. And that will then allow this redstone 1 tick comparator clock to fire and to cause this dropper to fire viruses, fire bacteria into this fire, destroying all of them. So those are these three systems done. The ribosomes. The ribosomes will create protein, food, nutrients, and all that, and it is simply represented by this redstone clock, another 1-tick redstone comparator clock, and it will cause this dropper to constantly fire proteins and food up through this item elevator, which will shoot items through it and end them to come up here. And once that happens, the items will flow through these water streams, being shot off into this hopper right here, which will then again lead into the ER. So over here we have all these systems, and I think I left one system out, which is the chloroplast. This system is also quite a bit simple system. Once this piston is activated, it will cause this piston to activate as well, because as long as it is day, when it is day, it is detected by this daylight sensor, causing this repeater to be powered on. And that means that this piston will be powered, causing a block update to travel through this redstone and power this redstone clock, which will then travel into the ER with the food and protein and nutrients. So let's go and take a look at our last system, which is the cytoplasm. And the cytoplasm is the entire goo that pretty much fills the entire thing. So we have this system up here. And I honestly didn't know how to implement the cytoplasm into here without wrecking every single component that I have. Because as some of you may know, water, or the cytoplasm is represented as water. Water and redstone do not mix. Redstone gets destroyed whenever it is come across as water. Whenever it is touched by water, it will be destroyed. So this is the reason why this will be the end. The last thing I flick, the last system, which will power all these dispensers, with water buckets inside them to power on and fill the outside with cytoplasm / water. So now that we have gone through all the systems, we can go ahead and turn it on. So let's go and activate the mitochondria. And as you can see, all the systems are turned on. This redstone clock is powering this thing, the chloroplasts, which then are sending these food, nutrients, and proteins into here, the ER. And we can go ahead and turn on our other systems, such as the ribosomes, which will send the food, nutrients, and all that good stuff into this hopper right here, which again is connected up to the ER. So we have that on, the ribosomes on, the mitochondria on, and let's go and turn on the lysosomes, and let's go and see what happens. Apparently, we do not have any bacteria or viruses in the system right now, which means that we are all healthy and clean so far right now. And let's go ahead and turn on the ER, which will transport these systems. And as you can see, it is being powered, and in a little bit, yep, you'll see these going through right now, and you'll see that the dropper elevator, or the ER, is transporting the food nutrients into the goggly body. Now we have all these systems on, except for the goggly body. Now we have to first to see if we have all the protein and nutrients inside here, and well, it's going to take a while. So let's go and wait a bit for that to be turned on, for that to be filled. And as you can see, this system, there's no more food or nutrients in there, so we can go ahead and turn it off, so it doesn't make a lot of noise like a lot of systems do. And same with this one. This one does not have any food and nutrients on on it. Sadly, we cannot turn it off until it is nighttime, which it is about to be. So we can just go ahead and wait for this piston to deactivate and wait for this repeater to be turned off. Soon this repeater will be turned off because it is nighttime. There we go, and this piston is retracted. So now let's go in and check our Goggle body and see how much. And as you can see, it is being, the protein and all the good stuff is being put into here, this here, and once it is all in, which it will about to be very soon, we will activate that, causing that to transport the nutrients all the way over here, powering these lamps, indicating that yes, we have received the protein and nutrients. And if you guys are wondering what this is, it is just a backhoe, and it is a very large one because it is a plant cell. Let's go in and check this and see how we are. We have all of them in, so we can go in and turn that system on, which will invert that and cause that to come on, to go and over to here, which will turn on these lamps once it gets all the way over there. And there we go, these lamps are turned on, and there we go, we have all these systems on, well, except for the ribosomes because it already did its job, except for one system we haven't done yet, and that is the cytoplasm. Now, I really don't want to do this because it is going to ruin everything, and if any of this goes wrong, that will probably be the end. So, I mean, we'll give it a shot. And that powers all these, causing the water or cytoplasm to come down and destroy the redstone. And that is my cell analogy project for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope you guys have a great day.